A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 14th of October, and today is the day when we have none other than Jackie Statement in our studio. Jackie Statement, as you know, has been a dancehall veteran from the early 80's. Then she migrated to the United States of America, and she kind of put her career on pause. Powerhouse Record, headed by George Phang, reached out to me and we started to rekindle the fire of Jackie's statement. So without further ado, help Big Stone welcome the lady of the moment, Jackie Statement. Hey Jackie,
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great.
You look so marvelous this evening.
Thank you.
Okay. I know you're not so much of in a good mood because as you know, your one of your best friends died recently, Mr. Earl Moody. And so when we spoke to you about sharing your platform in paying tribute to the legendary, iconic Earl Moody, you didn't mind one bit. I did a tribute to Earl yesterday, and so much people has been calling me. They told me that his funeral was off. This I'm telling you, his funeral was so powerful, and his funeral was off the chain. I'm saying to myself, wow, what kind of a person is he? What manner of person is Earl Moody? So without further ado, what I'm going to do is to invite my co-host. She's in the studio as well, so she can say hi. I think she's ready now to go live. Help me bring on Empress Shaz. Empress Shaz, how you
Greetings,
doing?
greetings. I am highly blessed. I am so highly favored. Give a
Gre-
thanks.
Okay,
Greetings, sis.
Greetings, sister.
okay. We're gonna dedicate the first segment of the program to the legendary record producer, singer, and of course proprietor of Moody's record shop in the Bronx. We're going to do this tribute. I did a tribute yesterday, and a lot of people were saying, wow, it came across real well. So I want to share it with the rest of the world. Here it is.
Shakur Prendergast Entertainment. Kuna Matata. Aye. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Kuna Matata. Aye. Instead of thinking of death, manifest your blessings. Are you just elect? Don't oppose your blessings. Life is so nice, such paradise. Life is so nice. Oh yeah. Let success enlighten your life. Divine thoughts embrace your might. You alone can.
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. It is with deepest regrets I have to announce the passing of Earl Moody, the proprietor of a landmark store in the Bronx, New York. Earl Moody was a pioneer, a giant of a man. Let's go to the newspaper, the Observer newspaper, and learn a little bit more about the man. Earl Moody, proprietor of the landmark Moody's record store in the Bronx, died in New York City. It was September 17th. His son, Earl Jr., confirmed his death at age 70. He did not disclose the cause of death, but said his father had been ill for some time. The elder Moody, who was originally from Papine in St. Andrew, migrated to New York in 1969. For most of his life in the United States, he was involved in the music business. In the early 1970s, he was lead singer of the Stepping Stones, a reggae band that played the club scene in the Bronx and Brooklyn. Before he started Moody's, he also worked at Brad's Records, another Bronx-based store that was one of the leading retail outlets in the United States. Located at White Plain Road, Moody's Records was the go-to spot for many years for the latest in reggae or hard-to-find songs from the rocksteady or roots reggae eras. It was also a hangout for Jamaicans in the music business, especially those who lived in New York City. I met Earl in the early 70s during my New York years, and simply put, he was one of the nicest human beings one could ever get to know. He was so positive and soft spoken, and never. I remember very well when he started his entertainment career as a solo singer about 1970 and graduated to become lead vocalist for the New York reggae band Stepping Stones, which also had renowned music producer Tad Dawkins as drummer slash vocalist. Barnett added that Moody's contribution to the development of reggae and Jamaican culture in New York City is immeasurable. Earl Moody is survived by 10 children, grandchildren, and one brother. Earl Moody, affectionately called by everyone who knows him as Earl. A matter of fact, I asked Jackie Statement, "What is your affectionate name for Mr. Moody?" And she said, "Earl. Everybody calls him Earl." And when I spoke to her at length, she said he was one of the most outstanding human beings she've ever met. George Phang of Powerhouse Records begged to second that. And also everyone who knew him personally, worked with him, or even associate with him would say he was a gentle human being who could not use the word no. I spoke to Fred Locks, and while I was talking to Fred, Fred was practically in tears. He was very emotional, and the way he spoke about Earl Moody after all these years, saw him in the dream, seeing the kind of hardship that Mr. Moody went through, being black in the United States, Jamaican businessman, reggae music, and all of that. It was a number of things. But to be honest with you, everyone who spoke of Earl Moody spoke of him as a giant. Mr. Moody, you came, you saw, and you conquered. You have made Jamaica and the rest of the world proud. Thank you, Mr. Moody. Thank you for being that humble person that you were. Thank you for being there for Jamaica even through some of the roughest time. Thank you for carrying the banner. Thank you for operating a landmark business. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Moody, you're loved and you will be missed. Everyone is weeping at your passing. Thank you, Mr. Moody, for all these years of greatness. On behalf of Big Stone Records and the crew, Emperor Shaz, Sean Prendergast, we thank you, sir. Thank you very much for keeping us off your time. Reggae and Dancehall Vault salutes you. Your music is timeless. What you gave to Jamaica is priceless. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and share this video. Wow. I got a lot of calls in regards to that particular tribute. We also have in our studio Sean Prendergast. So I'm gonna take this time out and bring my other guest host, Sean Prendergast. Sean, how you doing? Hello, Sean. Are you hearing me? I'm not sure if Sean is hearing me or not, But yeah, yeah. Are you hearing me? Anyway, let's move right along. Um, Jackie,
Yeah.
I know that it is early yet. You recently buried one of your best friends. What is the mood like in the Bronx? I mean, what are people saying on the ground? I know the funeral was huge.
Yeah.
What are people saying now that Mr. Moody is not there?
Everyone really missed him, and it's sad. You know, when you come in the store and there is no Earl here, it's really painful. It's the whole community is mourning a big loss.
Wow. Is that Richard standing next to you?
No,
Relax.
that's Freddie. Richie
Freddie.
is
Yeah.
get tied up.
Okay. Well, Fred, how you doing? You have to bend down, Fred, so we can see you.
Oh,
You
hold
have
on,
to be on the same level as Jackie.
Miss Jackie. All
Yeah,
right.
so you have to move over a little bit, and you have to come over a little bit.
Okay. How are you?
Yeah, man. Oh, but you look sharp like a razor blade today,
Of,
Fred.
of course.
Man, you look like an executive.
Well, that's what we are. Executives in
Yes,
the
yes,
music
yes.
business. Yes.
Well,
Thank you.
like I said, I was told that the funeral went well. Since I spoke with you, I was told that there was a lot of people who have not even come around for the longest,
Right.
came out to support. And I know if it wasn't for the pandemic, you probably have hundreds of thousands of more people coming out. The
Yes, sir.
pandemic kind of messed things up. Give us a little background on Earl Moody, just the same way you was talking to me.
As you know, his um, most favorite term was music is life.
Music is life.
Music is life. And one of the most unique things that he impressed me with was the relationships that he developed with folks on a personal level. Each
Yeah,
individual that he uh, communicated with, happened to meet, he had
yeah.
a personal relationship with them. And in business, that is how businesses survive, through that relationship. To be able to touch people's lives, he knew what you wanted. You just had to give him a song or a phrase, and he could tell you and put a compilation together of music that would, just, it was incredible. And so that's just what, that part of his legacy that I will carry with me, in terms of trying to build on what he has done, through his relationships, through his partnerships, through his associations, affiliations with many, many people internationally, all over the world.
I remember you told me that, in the earlier days,
Yes.
when he actually came into New York and started out his business, it
hmm
was extremely difficult for him. Take us through that era.
Well, of course, the music business, the business of music is challenging in itself, you know, and, he withstood a lot of pressure, just existing.
Wow.
But, it's all part of what it is to, socialize with your community. One of the great things that I admired about him was that he was part of a Merchants Association, which is a powerful organization here in America,
Wow.
anywhere. Bringing together businesses, unique businesses, business of all, folks from all over, coming together and helping the community to grow. So that was also part of his legacy. He is the founder of the Merchants Association, and
Wow.
his son, Earl Jr., who I'm very, very impressed with, because he's now the captain of the ship. And I want to emphasize that, because we want folks to know that this business is continuing on its course, and we have an effective leader in his son, who he groomed quite well
Mm.
to administrate his business, and he has a great staff, who is also there to, you know, guide him and advise him on what he needs to do. And we want to focus on him, Earl Jr. You know,
Well, I spoke to him this morning. I was trying to get
okay,
him at length, but I got
right,
him this morning and we spoke for about 20, 25 minutes.
okay,
And I heard Earl in him. Remember now he's Earl Jr. says he's still a Earl.
yes,
I've
Earl
heard,
Pearl,
yes, I've heard him taking the family business to the
yes,
next level, a
yes,
generational project.
yes, yes,
And I
yes,
even said to him, we look at the name Benjamin
right,
in Jamaica. You know, Benjamin, they deal with all kind of cough syrups and this, that, and cold medicine.
correct,
They've been standing for well over 100 years.
yes,
You know what I mean? So it is nice to see that Earl Moody Sr.
mm-hmm,
has left a generational legacy
yes,
that his sons and his sons' sons and his
yes,
sons' in
yes,
years after me you are long gone from this earth,
we'll still be here,
will be a Earl Moody record store.
yeah,
And that is important for black people because not trying to be racist, but we don't see this kind of tradition.
okay,
Chinese, they have their
yes,
kids in the business, the
yes,
Koreans and so on. They teach them the business early out.
yes, yes,
Tend to not teach our children the business. So when we die, the business die with us.
yeah,
So I'm very happy to know that Earl, and I spoke to him at length, and
yes.
like you said, Fred, is a super brain.
Oh yeah, he's a
A,
brilliant.
a super brain, very soft spoken like his dad. You
Yes,
know, 'cause he barely spoke above a whisper,
yes,
but a great human being.
yes.
I don't want to talk up too much. Maybe my other host might want to say something to you or ask you a question, so they
Okay.
can feel free to jump in.
Yes. I want to also one thing. I want to big up the Rastafarian community. You
Yes.
know, let me tell you something. They have done tremendous. In terms of support for us. So
Wow.
you would be surprised. And some of Earl's most favorite music. I was hoping that Richard would be here so he could play some of those music
Wow.
for you. But I really want to big up the Rastafarian community. I look at all of what is going on now, and I'm telling you something that if it wasn't for many of those individuals, you know, um, you know, the level-headedness of those individuals, it would have been a little bit more challenging. So I really want to extend my warmest appreciation for all the folks who have helped us, have been there with us, customers, everyone, because indeed, we're grateful.
Where is his remains at? What's the name of the cemetery? So people can probably pass over there and take a look. And
It's in Valhalla. It's called Kensico.
Kensico.
Yes, Kensico. Yes,
Okay.
you know, and surprisingly, I remember when his mom and aunt passed away. You know, it was empty. I mean, that section.
That section.
You-
Okay.
so we plan on going back up there. We've been going up there, back to back to back, just to pray for him, and 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 because now that he's there amongst all those that are already been there, we want to bring some music so they know that he brought his music with him. So
Most
we're gonna,
definitely.
yeah. So we're gonna go up, play some music, and make sure that he knows that he will not be forgotten.
Tell us about the fact that he could never say no. He should be a broke man by now, Fred Locks. The amount of
Let me
giving
tell you,
I heard.
some folks did think so, but let me tell you something. When you give, giving is a gift. He gave down to the last cent, but you know something. Sometimes he do that, and in a couple of minutes, somebody will come in and just give him more than all of that what he gave away. So wealth, some people, a lot of folks, want to be rich, But being wealthy is the gift that Earl Moody had.
Yeah.
Again, the associations that he had made him wealthy.
Yes.
He could pick up the phone and call anybody, anywhere in the world, and I know that, he was loved by these folks, tremendously. And that
Uh,
is wealth.
yes. Into Spy. She
Hmm.
says she's much grateful because she says, if you look on the screen, it says, not much people will big up the Rasta community
Oh,
and
yeah,
their
yeah.
gratitude.
Listen,
Rasta put Jamaica on the map.
of course,
So,
of course.
we're really grateful to you. Well, I know you was
And
extremely.
for that big stone, sorry, I should say, and for that big stone, Fred Stone, I'm Fred Blacks. I must say,
Yeah.
it's an honor. Yeah, I do give a thanks because when you see I, you see Rastafari, and I
Listen,
represent
man, I
Rastafari to the
I
fullest.
I
So
have a
I do
tremendous
give a
love.
thanks. Yes,
Yes,
one out of love, one out of love. Well, I've heard you said I was talking to you yesterday. It's an honor to meet with you again. And
yes,
Sister Jackie,
yes,
statement.
yes,
She speaks so highly of Earl. You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes, yes.
I'm not really
He cared
familiar with
quite a lot
Earl.
about her. Yes.
Yes, I'm not really familiar with Earl, but Earl sound like a big stone. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And I'm so honored to be a part of this panel, of this reasoning. In with Big Stone, with that tribute that Big Stone honoring your brother, I should say.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So,
Yes. You can
I'm
say
so
that.
glad
Yes.
to be a part of that. I never met him
Yeah.
in life, but I'm sure I am in the music business. I'm Team Incline Coconut Juice Production. I have an
Okay.
artist that's signed with me, Incline. He's
Okay.
on a digital platform. So I'm looking forward one day. I'm in New York, so I'm looking forward one day to meet with you, Fred
Oh
Lax.
yes.
I know
Certainly.
you're not Fred Lax from yard, but I'm looking to
No,
meet
no,
with
no.
this
That
Fred
there's
Lax.
many of us. There's quite a number of us.
But but
In different genres,
why,
areas.
why how did you get this name Fred Lax?
I, all right. I tell you what. I was in Florida sometime, and I went to the beach. And you know how some folks will say, you need to go take a bath because things not going right with you. So actually, we went, and I said, how do you do this? I said, you put salt and lime, and you rub up yourself, and you just walk into, and you say a prayer. And when we did that and walked in, it was like three of us, and we walked into the ocean, and it was really cold. And when
Wow.
we dipped like about three times, and when we came out of the water, my hair was glowing, and 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 the person said, you look like Christ. And they said, he said, you look like some kind of emperor. And he said, some don't cut your hair. And so I didn't. And for a long time, I had my locks was really long and flowing. I had been associated with the Rastafarian community since Jamaica. Where I lived in Jamaica, there was a church right there, so they used to beat drums and sing praises, and so I always had an affinity to the Rastafarian movement. And I met some great people. There that encouraged me and would enlighten me about quite a number of things. Um, I'm a martial artist, amongst other things.
Okay.
A very distinguished martial artist. At that, I trained with an individual called Earl Bennett, who is like the Usain Bolt of martial arts,
Wow.
and
Okay.
he made me who I am as a champion. So like you know I've been through quite a number of things, and my mom died, and they used to have a saying, when as a Rastaman, when in time of death, folks would shave and cut because it's not about your hair, it's really about the love that you
Thanks.
have inside, and
Yeah.
so the hair can always be replaced, the locks can always be replaced, but your love for God, cannot. So there came a time when I didn't want to feel like it was all about my locks, you
Right.
know, and so I had to make a sacrifice. I had to give up something. So I decided to give up the locks to become a bald Rastaman. As I say, as I say, you don't have to be dread to be Rasta.
You don't have to be dread to be
You
Rasta,
don't have to be, because now I have a spiritual locks that I
which is
carry that
which is
can only
mostly
be seen, yeah, by certain individuals who are that gifted.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're not hearing from Sean. Sean, what's going on?
I think.
Partly Sean is not. I
I
don't know.
think his
Yes.
mic is
While he's doing that, I want to say a big up to you for doing this, because this is the first opportunity for folks in Jamaica and in the world, internationally, globally, to really get a feel of what's going on. A lot of folks haven't yet realized that Earl has passed away, and so this is, Jackie and I, Earl Jr.'s opportunity to really, let the world know what has happened, and that, it's a sad experience for all of us. We're grieving, but we thank for them for the support, the many, many, many people all over for their support, so that we can continue to do the work that he would have loved us to do.
Wow. Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah,
And kind of feedback when I did the tribute, the kind of feedback was tremendous. A lot of people didn't know that he passed,
right.
but I was so happy when Jackie told me that she would share her platform
Yeah,
with him, because Jackie, man, the way she speaks of Earl Moody,
yes.
well, I'm happy. So where can Earl Moody be located on social media in keeping the business going?
Well, you told me that yesterday, and I was supposed to put the thing together, but I was hoping that Earl Jr., because now that he's the captain of the ship, certain information, I want him to be the one as a leader to divulge to the world. I want to also give note to his siblings, his brothers, his sisters. The family is one unique family, and they're all together, to make this work, for everyone. So I want to give a big shout out to them as well, because they also are going through a tragedy of and the loss of a parent, of a father, of a dad, you know. So I just wanted to add that.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Mm.
Thank you so much for stopping by, man. It's been an honor talking with you.
Same
It's been
here.
an honor talking about Earl Moody. I am honored as a Jamaican who lived in the United States for quite a number, almost 30 years.
Yes.
And I've heard of Moody's record shop in the Bronx.
Hmm.
I was so happy as an activist
Hmm.
uh, for my own race, you know what I mean? And to see that a black man coming all the way from Jamaica, Papine, and
Yes.
establish a business from
Yes.
1969 that is still going
Yes.
strong till this day
Yes.
and will continue to be even stronger in years to come. So
Yes.
thank you very, very much for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you.
You've been a
Thank you,
great
Fred Glass.
Yes. Thank you, dear.
All right. So
All
I'm
right.
going to try and bring back Sean in and to see if Sean have any question for
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Yeah. Certainly.
Sean, are you hearing me now?
I think his mic is off.
Maybe.
What about your microphone? That has to be fixed. All right, Fred. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Yeah.
The program continues with Jackie Statement. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Jamaica.
Bye.
All right.
As I said, music is love. Let's use that as a healing process for for our country, Jamaica.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Right. Well, you don't know a Jackie Statement time.
Yeah.
You know the lele thing,
It's
you
a
know.
Jackie in the hot seat.
Then we go right to the music.
We
Right
have
to the
Jackie in
music
the hot
before we
seat.
start chat to Jackie. Maybe Sean will
Yes,
get the
I.
microphone thing right. You know?
On the 2-year-old
Right.
rhythm, produced by George Phang on the Powerhouse label.
Girl child, look how we care about the man. Admiral Bailey no stop this stress, man. Come down. No. Who's the Gaza, who's the Gaza, mamole. Who's the Gaza, who's the Gaza, them titty clapping. Look how we care everybody, look how we care everybody. Look how the girl them fat and sexy. Anyway, no care everybody, look how we
Everybody
care
look-
everybody. floppy. The belly
Wow.
skin is a
The
macky
Matthew
macky.
Market.
Under we arm it no smell moldy. Anyway, no know we are picking it. Listen to me. Hold up your hand, make them man them see. If you're under them, look how them black and curly. Cleanliness, we know that I got the nest. And liberty come too careless, yes. Who's the gaza, mama? Who's the gaza, them titty floppy? Who's the gaza, mama? Look how we care everybody. Look how we care everybody. Look how the girl them fat and sexy. Look
Pull up that.
Yes,
What?
I.
Now, kid, tell us a little bit about that tune there. Oh, that tune come in.
All right, the tune that come in, Admiral Bailey didn't do a song we say, the girls them have molly arm, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like me I answer him back and I tell him say, we not have the molly arm. You understand? Cause we use a rag and we soap and we take care of
Yeah.
ourselves. You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just said, come in. You
They
want
said
to say
come
the
in.
team them start play the one Insta Spy still double. Play the Peter Metro.
No Insta Spice, not yet.
Yes. Yeah, but tell it, no man, I'm a sister and Insta Spy, they all about pan all of my video them. So we're not gonna keep on waiting, you know. We are whole heap of
Jackie
Let's go
stay,
now.
man.
Peter, come in.
Peter Metro link up and do a thing called Yes Mama. After Screwdriver find the big hit song No Mama. Zane, alright, this song was released in 1987 and produced by George Phang on the Powerhouse label.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Jackie. There's a problem, baby. Jackie, don't tell me that there's a problem. Whoa, Jackie looking fine. Jackie looking fine. But there's a problem in the house. And Jackie go and tell me say she pregnant tonight. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Jackie, not tell me say you're pregnant. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Jackie, not tell me say you're pregnant. Look how much money we spend. Look how me said you go to school. Look how me said you go to college. And all the exam you pass. Jackie say 8 and 2 and 10, 9 and 1 and 10. If I'm pregnant, you're pregnant. Go to your boyfriend, Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Jackie, you're really pregnant. Jackie, not tell me say you're pregnant. Look how much money we spend. Look how me said you go to school. Look how me said you go to college. I miss a PROBLE, my problem. If I'm pregnant, you're pregnant. Go to your boyfriend, Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Yeah, Jackie, who you going money?
Give me some money, me want some money. Give me some money, chang money. Give me some money, me want some money. Give me some money, chang money.
But Jackie, don't tell me that you don't really want. Oh boy, Jackie, look how you let me down, baby. And I was depending on you, Jackie.
Pull up.
Jackie,
Pull up.
Yeah man, she and Peter Metro
Yes,
link
man,
up and do
pull
a
up,
thing
pull
called
up.
Yes Mama.
Peter.
After Screwdriver find the big hit song No Mama. Zane, alright, this song was released in 1987 and produced by George Phang on the Powerhouse label.
tell me something, Jackie. There's a problem, baby. Jackie, don't tell me that there's a problem. Whoa, Jackie looking fine. Jackie looking fine. But there's a problem in the house. If Jackie go and tell me say she pregnant tonight. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Jackie, not tell me say you're pregnant. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Jackie, not tell me say you're pregnant. Look how much money we spend. Look how me said you go to school. Look how me said you go to college. And all the exam you pass. Jackie say 8 and 2 and 10, 9 and 1 and 10. If I'm pregnant, you're pregnant. Go to your boyfriend, Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Jackie, you're really pregnant. Jackie, not tell me say you're pregnant. Look how much money we spend. Look how me said you go to school. Look how me said you go to college. me say PROBLE, my problem. If I'm pregnant, you're pregnant, go on to your boyfriend. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant.
Yes, daddy.
Yeah, Jackie, who you going, money?
No, daddy, you just give me some money. Me want some money. Give me some money. Chang chang money. Give me some money. Me want some money. Give me some money. Chang chang money.
But Jackie, don't tell me that you don't really want. Oh, boy. Jackie, look how you let me down, baby. And I was depending on you, Jackie. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant.
Yes, Papa.
Jackie, don't tell me so you're pregnant.
Yes, Papa.
Jackie, you're really, really pregnant.
Yes, Papa.
Look how me said you go to school.
Me know, Papa.
And all the money when you spend.
Me know, Papa.
When they say FRIEND, that spell friend. If I'm pregnant, you're pregnant. Go to your boyfriend. Jackie, you're pregnant, you're pregnant.
Yes, daddy.
Jackie, you're really, really pregnant. Look how much money me spend since I go to school. And now look how you let me down. Why?
Daddy, you just give me some money. Me want some money. Give me some money. Chang chang money. Give me some money. Me want some money. Give me some money. Chang chang money. Give me some money. Me want some money.
Hi. What a sin thing.
May I tell
What
you?
thing? Why you want money from daddy? And the daddy get you pregnant. Him say, go and go find the boyfriend. He said, go and go find the boyfriend. They better come to the house with the belly disease. Go and go
Lord.
find it. Yeah. But back in the days, what year was that? In the early 80s?
Yeah.
87, 87.
87, yeah. Okay. So what kind of feedback? I know it was a tremendous hit for you and Peter Metro. What was it like for you now? Yo, you have a song where I play where everybody has sing along. All when right?
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
Everybody didn't love that song, you know. That song was number 7 on the top 10 chart, Barry G, when
Yeah.
I leave Jamaica and go to England.
Okay, so you left Jamaica and migrated to England.
87, yeah.
Okay. So what happened in England? Did you continue music?
No. Slightly. I would say music, but I used to be on a radio station. You know, they have a lot of pirate radio station in
Yeah.
England. So I used to be on one of them in Oz then. And
Yeah.
then 1 and 2 carnival that they keep. I DJ at the song, but I didn't really
Pursue
know.
it as a career.
No.
Yeah. Such a pity. Because look how you look. You still care your body.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that one. You discovered the fountain of youth. I know
No,
you
no really. Well, I love myself. You know, it's all about self-love, and you know, I just have to do what's best for me. You know, so I try to live my best life. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I eat right. I try to eat right. I'm not perfect, but I try to eat right, and also I go to the gym. I take care of myself.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't play.
you look like you're sending a direct message to me, Jackie, that
Yeah.
I have to, you know what I mean?
Get
So
your act together, big
yeah,
step.
man. I forget. Princess Spice, a fountain of youth. Boy,
All right, so Jackie, big
Yes.
stone.
Yeah.
Since we're on that topic of hear your body,
Uh-huh.
what about that song that you did about hear your body? What was that song? Where did it took you, you know? Or did the fans relate to that song,
Yeah,
Hear Your
well,
Body?
I remember, you know, when I used to go to dance, cause you know back then DJ used to have to go to dance and DJ. That's how you prove, you know, the skill. You know, you have to DJ in the dance hall. And anytime the song that come on, girl them go on bad, you know, cause obviously the girl them thing. You understand? Cause you Admiral didn't say we have molly arm, and me I say no, we don't have no molly arm. We take care of ourselves. So
Okay.
the song that was a good look.
So
Yeah.
Jackie, can you give us a little acapella on that song?
Ah,
For
God.
the
Look how we
fans, you know.
care everybody. Look how we care everybody. Look how the
That's
girl
me,
them fat
Jackie.
and sexy. Anyway, you know, care your body. Look how we care everybody. Look how the girl them fat and sexy. But who said the girl them? Who said the girl them mole? Who said the girl them? Who said the girl them titty floppy? Who said the girl them? Who said the girl them belly market?
Yeah,
Thank you,
tell you,
Jackie.
God.
That's
I'm
me,
gonna
Jackie. Look how me care my body.
You best
well,
believe it.
this song was a song that had the women them taking proper care
For
of
them
themselves
body.
in Jamaica. Because
Yeah.
you know, once they get into childbirth and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, some people tend to let themselves go and so on and so forth. But it is good that a song like that can come out and still relevant to this day.
Relevant, exactly. Yeah.
These songs are still played in the dance hall. Anyway,
Yep.
me know more tune there before we dig a little deeper, Jackie. Because some people, me know, them just want hear some more of your music. So they must believe only one tune you have. You like that one there? Yeah, me love that one there. This that tune there. See?
Tune when named Barn Struggle Up on the Sling Thing Rhythm. Released 1985. Produced by George Phang for Powerhouse label. Make a run piece side there.
Well, you know it's a statement Jack in a band struggler. When I come through about ya, see? Band struggler, them call it band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement me a entertainer. Band struggler, me a band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement me a entertainer. From 1984 I've been an entertainer. But now at 85 me come for push it further. Me coming and I'm coming and I'm getting stronger. The man when me love him is a bank manager. Bank keeping a session and him want it to song. I have me number and the telephone a ring. In a the dance you a go see me standing. Those a statement that can represent something. Rice and peas is my favorite cooking. Cook it every Sunday money 10 times. Me no love the leg line, me prefer the wing. And no only make me keep them rocking and strong. Band struggler, me a band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement you are entertainer.
But I have to pull up that tune in, man. I love that tune. I gone to bed in, man. George Phang,
Yes, sir.
Powerhouse record label. George
Yes,
Phang,
sir.
big up yourself anywhere you're there. Dada,
sir.
big up
Yes, sir.
yourself. You know, see them
Love
tune I
and
can't stay,
honor
man.
to George Phang, yeah, man.
Much love, man. Because guess what? If I never George Phang, I'm going to big up reggae and dancehall vault. As you notice, a theme vice here, right, Jackie?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah, man,
sir.
reggae and
Blessings.
dancehall vault.
Blessings.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
man,
sir.
for doing this. Where is Jackie? And that's how we came
Yes.
to be looking for you, Jackie, because you lost, you know. What for people have been on their mind, and I said, well, where Jackie there? Jackie, where you there? And
There.
So are you saying that we reincarnate our big stone?
no, man, she's here live on the flesh, not
Oh,
reincarnated.
yeah, we don't reincarnate her.
And gone and forward. She's
Nah,
still
man,
there.
she not for dead for reincarnate, man.
No, man, you have to death reincarnate, man. Look on the
Nah,
word.
man, I know
Look
that.
for it.
Yeah, man, she'd have a tune when named Barn Struggle Up on the Sling Thing Rhythm. Released 1985. Produced by George Phang for Powerhouse label.
That's it.
Make a run piece side there.
Well, you know it's a statement Jack in a band struggler. When I come through about ya, see? Band struggler, them call it band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement me a entertainer. Band struggler, me a band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement me a entertainer. From 1984 I've been an entertainer. But now at 85 me come for push it further. Me coming and I'm coming and I'm getting stronger. The man when me love him is a bank manager. Bank keeping a session and him want it to song. I have to me number and the telephone a ring. In a the dance you a go see me standing. Those a statement that can represent something. Rice and peas is my favorite cooking. Cook it every Sunday money 10 times. Me no love the leg line, me prefer the wing. And no only make me keep them rocking and strong. Band struggler, me a band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement you are entertainer. Band struggler, me a band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement me a entertainer. From 1984 I've been an entertainer. But now at 85 me come for push it further. Me coming and I'm coming and I'm getting stronger. The man when me love him is a bank manager. If I talk about them a shop, but I sting me a sting. You say sister Jackie at the 85 string. You say sister Jackie at the print pounds with them now. DJ them a DJ in pen. And them fi know that me done make me name. Come fi make money, me no come fi look my fame. Inna the dance me a be cut certain way. Band struggler, me a band struggler Zoom. Yes, statement me a entertainer. Band struggler, me a band struggler
Well, may I tell you, Jackie, may I tell you,
The struggle is real.
the struggle is real.
Yep.
Well, we're
Yeah.
going to talk a little segment now, and this is mostly a woman thing, so I'm going to relax a little bit while you and Sister Shaz going to kind of reason a little bit because a lot of things has been happening, especially with the women in Jamaica. Never started off where some of the female artists go through some rough time. Now I tell you have a whole part who will take the female artist and promise her, say, I'm going to advise her and push her career to the front. And as soon as you get a little touch, you never remember. I mean, start tune off of the track and nothing
Oh,
come out.
God.
Some of them take it by force. Some of them do it by trickery. If you trick and get a girl, as far as I'm concerned, a force that, a rape.
Oh,
A woman must give herself unto you.
that's
That's why we never ever rape a woman. We never ever trick a woman to
Yeah.
sleep with you. Never, because I don't believe me earn it. You know?
real.
Yeah, I don't believe me earn it. So, Shaz, we know you have some question for you ask, Jackie.
Yes. Yeah, but Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
Wagwan Queen sister,
Not the
Wagwan
Empress.
misstatement.
Not the Empress.
Jackie, how did you come by that name, Jackie Statement?
Well, tell her the truth. Back in the days, come here to say back in the days. When you look good, them used to say, Jano, she look good is a statement. So I really Michael Palmer give me put on the statement, you know?
Yes, sir.
From birth, you know?
Yes,
From
sir.
birth. McLean.
Statement.
Yeah.
From birth, a statement.
So the king said. Me
So,
true to the
Jackie,
game, me not new to the game.
right. Likewise, honey, we gotta keep it up. You know,
Yep.
if you look a little bit to your, I don't know what's that your left. You know, there's a nice and some melanin also that take care of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to stay up to the time, sister. What I say?
Up to the
Yeah.
time.
So Jackie,
Yeah.
this song, Born Juggler. As Big Stone said, I love this song. I really do love this song. Would you consider do a remix with an artist and with this song? Would you consider do a
Yeah,
remix with my artist?
if the opportunity present itself, yeah.
Yeah, then you know, it would be like me and Big Stone and George Phang would have to
Work out the
re-
deal. Work out
yes,
the deal. Yep.
release this. It would be on me and George Phang and Big Stone label. We would produce it because the rhythm is for George Phang, you know, the Slim Thing rhythm. I'm not sure if he still have it, but if he still have it, you know, would you consider do a remix?
Yeah, I would.
All right, Jackie,
Why
thanks a
not?
lot. So, world, welcome to Big Stone Television. I am Queen Charles, Team Incline Coconut Juice Production, and you know today we have Jackie Statement in the house. So me and Jackie will be having a little girl shot while the melanin chill. Jackie,
Yeah.
I know you started, you know, by reason with you, I have gained some knowledge and understanding of some of the road that you have trod. I know you started in the early 80s, like I think it was 83. And
Yeah, around that time.
right. And your first song then what was Just Come In, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so you started with Joseph Apkin,
Yeah. Channel One. Yeah.
Channel One, Joseph Apkin, Channel One. That was a producer you started with in 1983, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And then in Michael Palmer is the one that took you to George Phang, the Powerhouse
No.
Records.
Michael Palmer is the one who took me to Channel One.
Oh, Michael Palmer is the one that took you to Channel One. So
Yeah.
big up Michael Palmer anywhere
Every
you're
time,
there.
anywhere you're there.
Yeah,
You got
blessings,
yourself,
Michael
yourself.
Palmer. Yeah, man.
Michael
Bless up
Palmer. Yeah.
yourself. Right, Jackie. So I know that how did you get to know George Phang?
Well, I think this DJ guy named Penny Irie, yeah. He come to me and he told me that George wanna see me, cause obviously I think he hear the music, the two or the couple of songs that I do for Jojo. And
Jojo.
yeah, and I go and The rest was history. From I meet him, never leave him side.
And I know, Jackie, that I want to leave that. I want to leave that question to Big Stone, so I want to kind of go around it a little bit because Big Stone, I'd rather him ask you about that question. So I'm gonna leave that one about because it's mostly about George Phang. So I'm gonna leave that one. But I'm gonna ask you about your biggest stage that you have been and was Sting, right?
Yeah. Sting and them they have a show we used to keep out Harborview.
Maybe
Drive
Big
me.
Stone might be familiar with
Harborview
that. Big
drive
Stone, you're
me. Yeah.
familiar with the name of that show?
I was on
Um,
that show. Yellow
yeah,
man
yeah,
called
yeah,
me up on that show.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how did Leng discover Jackie's statement?
Well, how would I say it now? You know, in the neighborhood and me's a girl as me say me used to go dance and DJ and so on. Word leak out and the one year reach and you understand? And I don't know if you guys Stone if you remember Mugged and Storage.
Yeah, man. Look at them two-part
All
bad
right.
policeman, them, man.
Yeah. So
From over
them two
Whitfield
guys they
Town.
know when any dance me go, easy two and chisel any dance me go. And from me touch the mic and say, a peer shot them use to fire, you understand? And at them time there, them in station over lane. You understand?
Yes, at the
Yeah.
Whitfield Town, yeah,
So the link, yeah.
yeah.
I really want to ask you some things about as a female being in the business because Jackie, speaking to you and I've spoken to you for the past few days and you motivate I so much as a female impress that's in the business. I have a production, you can see it behind me here. It's coconut juice production. I have Big Stone as my mentor, as my brother, as a brethren. You know what I mean? As a dad, you know what I mean? Big Stone is, you know, he's the chief.
Yeah.
He's the general. He's I general. He's I Selassie. Otherwise from His Majesty. I'm not sure if Big Stone is not Haile Selassie, but I will leave that for another time. But I'm not gonna ask you about. I want to ask you about female in the business, but I know Big Stone. I want to leave that one for Big Stone. But I want to ask you. I want you to skip that. I don't want you to mention, about that one that Big Stone want to ask. So I'm gonna ask you, as a female in the business, what motivation would you give I?
Well, just stay focused, and try to surround yourself with the right people then because it's all come down to that, you really have to try it hard, but you have to just try to surround yourself with the right people them who no yes person behind you. When you're wrong, somebody could tell you say you're wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what Mother said. Just try for find the right people them to surround yourself with genuinely want to see you strive. You understand? And genuinely want to see you succeed.
All
Yeah.
right, Sean Prendergast is here. Let's see if we can get Sean. Remember, he's one of our co-hosts. Sean, you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You hearing me?
Yes, man. Loud and
Yes, loud and clear.
a statement. Jackie's
Yeah.
statement interview. She's a lady of the hour, of course. I'm here with friend Empress Shaz from Coconut Juice, and Sean is also from the Rudolph Prendergast Foundation.
And Shakur Entertainment. Shakur
Right, and
Yes Entertainment.
right. So, but guess what? No, you're coming at the right time because Jackie, you remember me tell you, say, never surprise for you.
Yeah.
You remember me tell you that, right?
Yeah, I remember.
And you remember me tell you, say, you're gonna be shocked, right?
Yes.
Because in this world, Jackie, you never know where your second big break might come from. You know
True
what I mean?
that.
Somebody might just make one little gesture, and this little gesture was made 6 months ago when they asked the question, where is Jackie's statement? Because that's where it started. And George Phang sent me the video. I'm going to listen to it. I'm saying, what more old guy? You know, so me's a artist we love, me's a brethren we love, artists from them time until this time. So I said, what more I can interview with her? You know what I mean? So anyway, when we called Jackie and Jackie had chat, and she said, you know, I said, we really did forget an interview with Reggae Dancehall Vault and you know what I mean and blah and but Mr. Boy me and Jasper got friends to me go hoof Reggae Dancehall Vault. Tell you I've never interviewed George now and hoof Reggae Dancehall. But me feel bad, Jackie. Me not tell no lie. So, yeah, man, me feel bad, man, because guess what? Big Stone one, me never, and anybody who know me, we put people on pedestal. We not tear down people. We
True.
put people on pedestal. So without further ado, Jackie, here is the man. And a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time his face is going to be seen anywhere in the world. Jackie, this is Reggae Dancehall Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, it. Finally, you know.
Clap him, Sean. Give the man the chop, Sean. Up there with Sean. Give the man the
Yes,
fancy
bless,
brother.
bless.
Reggae
Greetings,
Dancehall Ball.
greetings,
Yeah,
greetings,
man.
greetings.
Yeah, man.
Reggae
Yeah,
Dancehall
you know.
Ball.
What's
Mm.
up?
There, I know. Much love and respect, Big Stone. You see it,
Every
and
time, man. Every
everybody
time.
else, Jackie, big up yourself, man.
Every time.
You know,
Right
Sean
back
and
to
Queen,
you.
same way. You know.
Eileen.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why you ask the question?
Hey, here we
Really
go on now.
statement. Yeah,
You
how that come about?
You know, say me a listen a mix with Admiral Daly, 2-year-old. I'm
Yeah.
here, Care Your Body. Remember the tune and next tune come to my mind. Well, like she say, HTB, it's hard to beat, but me never remember the song. So I'm gonna do some searching. You see me, and some more song come up and me remember them, you know. I'm say wait,
Somebody's
but you
playing
know,
with the
say
phone. Somebody's playing with a phone. You can't play with the phone there. There's a feedback there. And it's terrible.
yeah,
It's terrible there.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, say me never see a picture of Jackie's statement yet. But me always hear some great things, you know what I mean? So yeah, but just decide to do that and that go on. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I never told feedback. Anyway, so that's why you asked the statement, the question. Where is that?
Yeah.
So
Straight up.
how you get for call her and she call, you know? Go that part they
Me
go.
not hear you.
How she
Repeat
get
that.
for when I get to talk?
Alright, here we go on now. Some months after Jackie goes on, make a comment under the video and I say, you know, so I need to talk to her. Because I want an interview, you know. You
Yeah.
see it? Yeah, and I left my email, but he's a man where me raise a each star and it take a while to get back to her. And by the time I get back to her, she say, you know, the great big stone. Yeah. So, you know, and then when you link up, man, you know, as me I say, much love and respect, man. Cause
Yeah,
you never
because
have to
guess
do
what?
it, you see it.
Guess what? And that we should do, you know, and show them how mature we are. My big still I want no
Straight.
fame and glory for myself. You see how much people I interview one little Jackie statement? You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
follow it one Jackie statement,
I'm
keep it
so
further.
special.
Everybody will get that chance. She's so special. Right?
Yeah.
Sean, ask her one question before we go in with George Phang officer. Ask her one question there, Sean.
Yeah, Jackie.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, man. Greetings again, you know.
Every
it's a
time.
pleasure again for you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. As many female in dancehall business, what advice would you have to give, especially these young up and coming female artists, to survive this business?
Well, honestly,
Well, somebody give it 1 minute, Jackie. Somebody's giving us a rough time. I don't know
I
why
don't
we
know.
have
I
got
don't have
feedback.
no phone
I
next
don't
to
know, you know.
Peter, hear me. You want to go down look further, make me say for you. Cause them say somebody they near where do something for
It's a crackling sound like
so make me
somebody's
see
on
it
the
for you.
phone.
Cause if you go down and
Yeah, me I hear it too, I don't know if
Yeah.
on my side.
All right, no, we're not hear it now.
yeah, me still I hear it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. Go on, Sean.
No, the sound come on when you bring on the special guest.
Yeah,
Oh, all right, I'm gonna try to fix it there.
yeah. Mr. Vault, are you?
Hold on. We can try.
Ask the question.
Sean,
No, him.
Yeah.
I know him. So
So,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Go on, ask the, I know you, Bandage.
I know you.
Yeah, man.
I know you.
All right,
Ask
mute.
the
All
question.
right, so let us mute our mic one by one to find out who is the problem, which phone is the problem.
You want me to go first?
No, Jackie, mute yours.
no, Jackie. Yeah, answer my question, Jackie.
Jackie over Jackie upon Jackie side.
Jackie phone, yeah.
No, I still hear it. Hold on then, I still hear it. Anyway, that's why we meet
All right.
up.
So Sean, mute your phone, Sean.
No, we can't do this because it's going to take up a lot of time. We just have to go through it. And that is why we have a test run and we have everybody coming early. And that is why we do it professionally than coming on the air to try to figure out.
Yeah.
That is why we have people coming in early, right? Anyway, ask a question, Sean.
Yeah. Jackie, I was saying, as a veteran female artist in dancehall music, what good advice would you offer to these young up and coming female artists of today that could bring them through, this male dominated business?
Well, to be frank, them thing that just me don't really have cause all mood I say because sometimes even the coolest dude, are the nicest person and you're there on a person for a long time and you put your trust in him and things happen. So, I just the monster in a lot of nigga. My bad. He's just the monster in a lot of dude. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real. Yeah. You can't like tell a person not to fall in a certain trap. Cause sometimes always the people close to you where you love are them hurt you.
That is so true. All right,
True
we're going
that,
to take this
true that.
opportunity now and just listen a little bit of what George Phang had to say in regards to beating Jackie. Everybody
Sean,
just
mute your phone, Sean. Mute your phone. Sean phone.
Girl child, look how we care about the man. Admiral Bailey no stop this stressful man. Come down. No. Who's the Gaza, mamole. Who's the Gaza, them tick clapping. Look how we care everybody. Look how we care everybody. Look how the girl them fat and sexy. Anyway, no care everybody. Look how we care everybody. Look how the girl them fat and sexy. But who's the Gaza,
Little moonlight lover. You know that song there? I didn't even know that song there. Just the smile of your face, you girl. Girl, you know you turn me on. Just the smile of your pretty little face. Yeah, man, that tune never bad. George, you're a big singer, George. You're a big singer.
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am in Pegasus Honor Garden. This is where it all happens when it comes to reggae music, because I'm sitting with a giant of reggae music. I'm sitting with the CEO of Powerhouse record label. We're talking about none other than Sir George Phang. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking to George about an artist that he recorded many, many years ago. An artist that a lot of people on YouTube has been searching for. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about none other than Jackie Statement. You remember the artist that give you Care Your Body, George Phang production, and also the artist that did a massive hit song with Peter Metro. Jackie, you're pregnant. You remember that big tune with Chia Metro? I'm here to talk to George a little bit about her because on the 14th of October, we're going to be interviewing Jackie Statement. So George, you know her for so many years. How are you, George?
Yeah, well, you know, big up my brother.
Enough love. The music industry is owned by you because you've recorded anybody who's anybody right now in the business. From Marcia Griffiths to Beresford Ammons to Freddie McGregor to King Yellowman to Tristan Palmer to Little John, and the list goes on and on. A matter of fact, I could be here all day into the night talking about your achievements. Why reggae music? What made you love the music so much?
Well, you see, I grew up with a whole heap of musicians, and Sly and Robbie are the man who really carved me at the music industry.
Sly and Robbie.
Yeah, so.
How did it happen? Tell us a story. You was minding your own business and here comes...
Well, basically, Robbie is a man who I'm a virgin from long time, see, and it happened one day, him called me and said, George, I could do with some music. Yeah, I made it in it, you know what I mean? And I said, yeah. Because at one stage when them gone on tour, I made the taxi production, I made the work for them.
Okay.
See? Okay. So it all started from there, Virgin, and we never look back.
You never look back.
Yeah. See?
You've recorded some historical songs like Frankie Paul, Alicia, Kuchu Pen.
Holy man,
the list goes on and on.
Holy by tune, holy.
When did you meet Lady Jackie Statement? How did it happen with her?
Well, it happened when I did the tune named Lick Shot with Michael Park.
Okay, then my Lick Shot.
Yeah, we get to meet Jackie.
Yeah.
And from meet Jackie, in that era that she not leave from the side. You know what I mean? Bring her in and say she want to do some music. And go out the studio. And she works so easy where it come like me, I said, for the first she go in her studio and I go in her mic. She works so easy, Bridget. And the thing with Jackie, she's a very humble person.
Yeah.
Very humble. See me I say. And we do quite a few tracks with her. And I think one stage we have some of the man them like them vex with her because them say me I push she and I push them. See me I say.
So little jealousy was there.
Yeah, and it come in like the same time the tenor star come and them say boy I'm Sapang, I want to do some music and nobody no want to record him. Wow. See, I think the same time when Jackie do Yes Daddy is like him do a tune named Roll Call.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
And at the two of them released at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
You know, we're in an era now where a lot of women, especially female artists, is coming out saying that they've been raped by producer or molested. But when I spoke to Jackie, she said she was protected by you. She felt safe, she didn't feel threatened. So let me ask you quickly, without giving them anything away, we're going to be talking about the young women and so on in Jamaica, how we can further be a role model, because remember, you started off in the business, right, as a young female artist, about early 20s. And was it difficult for you?
Well, I'm not gonna say it was difficult because in my early stage of my career, George Phang took me on his wing, and because of that, probably that helped a lot. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you see, the music in fraternity come like more like a man sports, like.
Okay.
It that come like the football, man that come like a road. Even in politics, the man them who a man is like them so really them stronger than the woman. See?
Yeah.
So sometimes the woman them go behind. But Jackie did have this in a fear way. She want me make her goal and she do it. And me have her under my wings and protect her right through the period of time she have.
She said that. She said she felt safe.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have done it without you. So we have to big you up again, George.
And to be honest, the thing we really push Jackie as somebody who's so humble where she don't make nothing trouble.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because not one stage when she do the tune.
With Metro?
With Metro.
Pregnant. Jackie, you're pregnant. Yeah.
Yes, daddy.
Yes,
see?
daddy. Yeah.
And then she do her next tune and say, "Care your body," where some of the lyrics them were in like Admiral DNA.
Yes.
They do a true.
Yes, yes.
And like it create a little thing where you never know.
A little thing,
yeah, but not really big. You know, see it come like when we do Alicia, Frankie Paul they do it already for Borel.
Okay.
See?
Fatis Borel.
Yeah, but it was on a different rhythm.
Yeah.
See now, but we England we don't want to do it. See, we just make over the rhythm and the rhythm we make over was so huge. Nothing couldn't stop my
Nothing could stop your version. And yeah, your version it.
See, Leak Shot Again.
Yes.
Is the next tune I do by Channel One. Michael Phang.
Yeah.
But it are the difference between them rhythm and my rhythm. You know, me have the best set of musicians around me.
I am Rabbit. You know, man, them all star musicians.
And watch the label now. Powerhouse or some powerhouse rhythm we make, you know. Nothing could stop it.
Nothing couldn't stop them label there, brother. Nothing couldn't stop them label there. Brandish, what you want to say? What you want to say, Brandish?
Mic mute.
Your mic.
All right, well, that's how we have with modern technology. That's why we do dress rehearsal, and that's why we, all the time, we try to emphasize that's important. You understand that for us to get tune in ahead of time, so any little problem, we can fix that, you know. Today's a big day for Jackie. I love the way it's going thus far, but I'm not into glitches, you know. I am a near perfectionist when I do work, and I stress on that. Very important to your career
But
when you can
we are
come.
human being. Things happen. It
Yeah,
not planned, but sometimes,
yeah, it's
it's
very important that
unfortunate.
we do it.
I know.
Very, very unfortunate. You know, people are tuning in. Anyway, go ahead, Jackie and Shaz.
Yes, Jackie.
Yes,
Yeah, again, sister. You look so beautiful. I can't stop
thank you.
saying that,
Back to
Jackie.
you. Right back to you. You look awesome.
How is it going on over there in the New York?
It's it's okay. Yeah, the weather is nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice on my side too, and they said tomorrow it will be nice also, but Saturday then it will get serious. So, Jackie, I know that you have shared a big stage with a lot of big artists like, like Frankie Jones, like Anthony Johnson, like Little John, like Joseph Way, like Michael Palmer, like Brigadier Jerry. You know what I mean? Like Yellow Man. Tell me, what was it like, as a female sharing the stage with these males artists?
Honestly, it just seemed normal to me, like a regular thing, because I was around George Phang and like Yellow Man and all those people was around him. So sometimes,
Okay.
even if I'm not on a show, we all go. And they always call me on and give me some shine. You understand? So it
Yes.
was like a family thing. So I get used to it. So it was just normal to me.
So we should say give thanks to Yellow Man,
Yeah,
Brigadier
man.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Michael Palmer,
Yeah,
Peter
because
Metroff, yeah, Frankie
Michael
Jones.
Palmer really, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Cause as me say, I'm the first somebody come for me and carry me going to a studio, and, So you have to
Right.
give respect to him,
So how did Michael Palmer discover you
Well,
as
we
an
didn't have a
artist?
we, well, Moody, we didn't have a sound named Afrotone. It was an area sound where Michael Palmer used to sing on the sound. The Pinchers used to sing on the sound. I think Penny Airy used to DJ on the sound. To Lucy, Toulouse was the original DJ on that sound. But we used to come along, and then me used to DJ on the sound. Me have a little one lyrics was, we just do a thing, love music. No, it's true. And every week when the sound, I will go up there, me always I do the lyrics there, and everybody love the lyrics, and that was Pinball Machine, you understand? And
Yes.
one day, me dunk on the corner, me just see Palmer come for me, and yeah, and the rest history. Yeah. So you have to big up Michael Palmer.
Blessings to Michael Palmer. So where that song Pinball Machine, where did it take you, Jackie Statement?
Well, that it never come out on a single, Then put it on an all-star album with
Album.
different,
Okay.
with different
Okay.
artists. So
Uh,
a lot
can
of
you name some
people.
of the artists that was on that All Star album and the rhythm?
I know Michael Palmer was on it with on your toe, the music on your toe, on your toe.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, and
And
what rhythm was that?
taxi.
A taxi rhythm.
Flyer Robbie, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Well, all right, here it, yeah. We have it,
All right, give me the big stone. Give me the DJ. DJ Big Stone in the
Yo!
house. DJ forward.
Yes, you know this are the new style. Now you know this are the new style. Yes, you know this are the new style. Now you know this are the new style. Just coming, just coming. The pinball machine just coming, just coming. The pinball machine you have to change out your dollar in a pure silver. 80 man you get 4 player. You play excellent, you get a shoot over. Use your hand, move up the flipper. Move up your body, move up your finger. Me Flerica to show star by Pink Panther. But just off a head drop and shoulder. A DJ coming just like a preacher. Only thing the preacher in there on the altar. Yes, we big statement, say we big. Yes, we big glamour, no say we big. And yes, you big Jacqueline, we know you big. Just coming, just coming. The pinball machine just coming, just coming. The pinball machine, the car. In the machine where you throw your 20 cents. And when it's select a pay excitement. The pinball game is an enjoyment. You know your sister Jackie well intelligent. Yes, you know this are the new style. Now you know this are the new style. Yes, you know this are the new style. Just coming, just coming. The pinball machine just coming, just coming. The pinball machine you have it. Change up your dollar in a pure silver. Here to say when you get 4 player. You play excellent, you get a shoot over. Use your hand, move up the flipper. Move up your body, move up your finger. Make every cut to just up a Pink Panther. But just off a head drop and shoulder. A DJ coming just like a preacher. Only thing the preacher in there on the altar. Yes, you big stage, then say you big. Yes, you big the glamour, no say we big. And go and go do it, Jacqueline, go and go do it. Just coming, just coming. The pinball machine just coming, just coming. The pinball machine, the car. In the machine, yeah, you throw your 20 cents. And when it's like a pin excitement. The pinball game is an enjoyment. You know, so sister Jackie well intelligent. Yes, you know this are the new style. Now you know this are the new style. Yes, you know this are the new style. Just coming, just coming. The pinball machine just coming, just coming. get your dollar in a pure silver. 80 cent money get 4 player. You play excellent, you get a shoot over. Use your hand, move up the flipper. Move up your body, move up your finger. Me play with cotton just like a big panda. But jump off a head, jump on shoulder. A DJ coming just like a preacher. Only thing the preacher is there on the altar. Yes, you did, Jacqueline, we know you're there. One more whiskey.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
Jackie.
That's
I.
huge, ready? Yeah.
Yes, I. Rastafari. Jackie, that was a nice one.
I love it.
So Jackie, where do you plan and go now? Now that reggae dancehall fan vault dry out and then powerhouse coming to play and so on. Dub plate
Well,
will start run now, you know, so you know the thing go.
wherever the
But
Lord take me, that's where I'm going, you know.
where can you be contacted? Them have to contact you through powerhouse out of go forget it up.
Yeah, can give, yeah, powerhouse. I don't really want to give up my number.
Yeah, you need to have a contact number so that we can place
Yeah, contact.
you.
Yeah,
So you're gonna work on that so that by the time this video, even though it's gonna go, we're going live now as we speak, but I can always go in and add in the description a contact number for you because people are gonna want dub plate. The pandemic is on, but people are gonna want dub plate. How has it been affecting you though? How are you living with this new norm?
well, first when it just come around, it was really scary. Me nah lie, you scary, scary bad. But now, me just be careful and me can't even say that because you can't to be careful. But what I try to do, I try to um use things that boost your immune system. You know, I just try to do whatever. Like I use a ginger, garlic, turmeric. You have what name? You know, just the old school thing, like where we used to use back home in a Jamaica and
Like Guinean weed and all them weed there.
yeah, and
Sassy
burdock. And you have a thing named burdock, and you know, just you know,
Saraswati and them thing there.
yeah. And then again, as them said, just wear your mask when you go in a public place or whatever. You know, just try to, you know, as me say, it, you can't even say, well, cause you don't know who have it. You understand? You don't know who have it. Cause you know, like say, you have a stamp and you say, me have corona. But me just try to do my best still and me know go in a crowd and when me in a crowd, honestly me really keep on my mask. Me not lie.
Yeah.
Cause me really would like, you know, to get sick with the thing they call boy to me see it go. A lot of people who me know honestly know drop out.
Wow.
So you
Yeah,
still keep in touch with some of the female artists that reside, especially in the New York area. I know Lady Anne is over there. Sister Charmaine was there. She passed
yeah. Well, me and
recently.
Sister Charming in cool. Me and I in cool.
Okay.
When I leave Jamaica, probably she was DJing, but she didn't. She never out there like that. So when I was in England, she explored, and at one time she was the female of the year and thing like that.
Yeah.
When I come to America, I you know see her run up in her R and you know she was a nice person. I'm not gonna lie, she was a really nice person. I don't pass her nowhere. You know, she always coming at me some Moody store too. Always and she have a vibes and she always a singer, always a DJ. Yeah, nice girl. May her
Sorry
soul
for her
rest in
passing.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, you know. I couldn't believe it when I hear. I'm not lying.
Well, I'm gonna play one more song because that song of the girl them I watch you. You know what I mean? Remember that big tune they were the girl them watch them. You know them still I watch you know because you're
Same
hot, you
way,
know.
same way.
Yeah,
The
Yo.
song,
one
yeah,
upon the heavy
We
less
call
rhythm.
Watch Me.
yeah.
The girl them a watch me. Upon the Heavenless Rhythm. Produced by Joseph Jojo Hookim. on the Hitbound label.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Body girl, them a watch me, and I chat me. The girl, them a watch me. You know why? Because it's HTB, Miss Art to beat. Because Miss HTB, Miss Art to beat. I'm the DJ with them cause you give me a the leader for stealing pussy. Anywhere we go, we them fancy. Whether in a town or in a country, we left jam down and go Miami. When we come back up your new style like ABC, do re mi. This is something we tell everybody. With a ballad down up the jetty. This one is requested to the same posse. Come go my posse, come rock it with me. Me slim, me trip right and everything. And up on the rhythm, me no time. Me grow, me no black, me slim, me no fat. Me hold them like me no good chat. When me go dance, me out with trash. And me felt that I'm a velvet frock. I'm the DJ and them jacket. I chat your dog, I flee your bone, this scratch. And I have a tear it, bone of a patch. And a man eye up in a tree top. Your trouble, why you bone get shot. We bitter, flash it, the girl, them a watch me. And a chat me, the girl, them a watch me. And a chat me, but ain't no stopping the statement passing one. Statement girl, them is a muggler from 6 years old. Lord, you know, nobody move, nobody get hurt. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Body girl, them a watch me. And a chat me, the girls, them a watch me. And a chat me, but ain't no stopping, stating Jackie. Chihuahua. My sister Jackie, she is a muggler from 6 years old. Lord, you know, nobody move, nobody get hurt. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Say this one is impressive to boy and girl. One, nobody move, nobody get name. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Body girl, them a watch me and a chat me.
Yeah, the girl let me watch you. One of your fans says at least you have to tell them something about your Facebook. I know you're on Facebook. You can give that
Yeah,
out.
Jackie statement. If I put in Jackie statement or Jacqueline Spence. Jacqueline Spence slash Jackie statement. I'm on Instagram, Jackie statement.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from Brandish now. Come forward now. Where I send out Brandish?
What tag and war with this internet, yeah.
Yeah, man, I say, come on, get right into it, my brother. You have to play a catch up. I'm gone again.
Gone again.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
I'm just asked about him, Stone Reggae man not coming back on.
Yeah.
Come on and last. I don't know what him touch.
Whoa.
I say I'm accustomed to being behind the camera and not in front of the camera, so.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, man, but you have to get your Instagram page set up, your Twitter,
Yeah,
your
me
back
have
in the business now.
Instagram. Me have
Just say it now,
Instagram.
then say it. People can
Huh?
contact you and say your Instagram page, your DM. What are you known as on Instagram?
Jackie statement.
Okay, just Jackie statement like that.
Yeah, Jackie statement or statement Jackie. One out of the two. I don't remember right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and my Facebook are Jacqueline Spence slash Jackie statement.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Are you on any other digital platforms?
no, I think me on Twitter, but me just on it. Me no really go on it. Me is not, it's not really.
You see, let me tell you how Twitter works. Twitter works like anytime you post anything on your Facebook or your Instagram, it goes automatically to Twitter.
Twitter.
There's not something that unless you want to go over there and tweet, but Twitter is something that once you have an account, it attracts all your social media. So people can still see and hear what's going on with Jackie. That's how it works.
Okay.
All right?
But my Instagram was private, but today I free it up, 'Cause
Stamina Shaw is saying these tunes sound better. These trap DJ up to there. I might try to say the trap music can't stand up to them tune where you do back in the days.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Stamina Sean.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Shaw.
Yeah, so we just have to
Thank
big him up
you.
for that statement there. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa.
you don't know, we've been on the air for 1.5 hours. Um, that's quite some time, right? I know you are very busy and so on. Any final question you want to get in?
Well, I want to say big up to Empress, Mr. Stone,
Yeah.
Mr. Vault, um, Sean, and I want to say shout out to my kids. My firstborn, I want to say rest in peace. He's not here, but mommy love you, Dwayne. Shout out to Joel. Mommy love you. To my daughter, Kadisha, I love you. To my son, Kwame. And I also want to send shout out to my grandchildren, Yahweh, Lily, Harmony. Grandma, love you to the moon and back. Shout out to White Man, Lenny, Michael, Bob in LA, my sister Carmen and Charming, and
George
Mallet,
Phang. George Phang.
and my dad in Lucy Anova, Ernald Spence, and anybody that I forgot, and just the people them who genuinely love statement and genuinely want to see me strive. Shout out to them. And a big rest in peace to Mr. Moody. You understand? I miss him. Words can't explain. Trust me. They don't make like him
People like him
anymore.
anymore.
No, no more. Yeah. So a big
Well,
shout out. Rest in heaven.
I want to take this opportunity and big up George Phang from Powerhouse record label, because without George, this interview tonight would not have been possible. I want to big up
True.
my friend, my new friend now, Marlon Brandish from and
Vault.
Dancehall Vault. Big up Sean Prendergast was supposed to be here, but technical difficulties, and of course, Empress Shaz did a fantastic job. Any
Thank you,
final question
Ambassador.
you have for her? We're closing off momentarily.
Yes, Jackie, so you're saying that if ones want to want dub from Jackie's statement, you're saying they can contact who?
Can contact George.
George Pang, that is.
Yeah.
Remember we
Powerhouse
said
record, that is.
Yeah.
remember we said earlier out that all that will be straightened out in the description below once
Okay.
you get
All
a contact
right.
number.
Okay, right. So, and in the meantime, if anyone, if you guys are fans, Jackie Statement fans, Big Stone fans, Coconut Juice Production fans all around the world, we want to say give thanks for you guys, being a part of this platform today. And if there's any sound man, any DJs, any selectors, anyone who wants Jackie Statement, dub plate, you can reach out to George Pang Powerhouse Records. You can also reach out to Big Stone. You can also reach out to Coconut Juice Production. We will send the info on to Powerhouse Records. So guys, now is the time to get a Jackie Statement dub plate. These dub plate are, Asian dub plate, right, Big Stone?
Powerful, powerful. Well,
Yes.
I just want to say that we started off this program, with the spirit of the Almighty, giving thanks for such a legend, such an icon in the likes of Earl Moody. He's gone now, but certainly not forgotten. I want to big up Shredlocks for such a powerful reminiscing of Earl Moody, going back into yesteryears, the struggle that Earl went through, and he stood the test of time. He came, he saw, and he conquered, and his
Yeah.
name is etched permanently. His legacy, Earl Moody's records in White Plains, will always be there. You know what I mean? It will always be there in generations to come. And we thank him for his immeasurable contribution to reggae music and Jamaica in general. So we want to big him up and big up the family. And then we
Yes.
offer our condolences to Earl Jr.
Julian.
Spoke with him this morning. What a wonderful human being you are, sir. Thank you for talking to me. He was a little tired, but he accommodated me and we spoke at length. And I even joked around and said, well, Earl, you have to come to Jamaica and like thaw out for a little bit, take the burden off you because you're going to need to rejuvenate, get yourself back together and take on the challenge that you're now CEO of. You know, I want to thank all my fans. I can't call out everybody's name. Stamina Shah, Atlantis Director, Marine Welters, Insta Spy. Well, I tell you, the list goes on and on. There's so much people watching this. I really
Yeah.
thank you very much. A lot of people are saying that we should do much more of this. I'll try to do it sometime. It's very. Look at Lily of the Valley. She's late. This is another of my friend Lily of the Valley. Greetings. Pick up yourself. You can always go back and watch the replay, Lily. But thank you very much for the support that you all been giving Big Stone. And Insta Spice saying Jackie really blessed for having so many kids and looking so good. You hear that?
Thank you,
The girl
Mr.
them I watch
Spy.
me, but then a girl alone I
And I
watch
watch.
you.
And
Man
then
too.
she
Girl
says
I
to take
watch
care
you.
of her body, big stone. Care your body. Girl, them mom na Molly. Give me a acapella, Jackie.
I
Jackie,
don't
give me
cut
a
you off.
acapella, Jackie. Jackie, give me a acapella. Give me a
Wait, I
acapella.
don't cut you off. I want to big up George Phang because if it wasn't him sending the video that I sent to him to Big Stone, this would have possible. And if it wasn't for the vault who was searching for me, it wouldn't be possible. So I want to send a
Yes,
special
sure.
big
Thank
up
you.
to George Phang, Mr.
Yes.
Stone, and the vault.
Thank you very much. Well,
Thank you, Jackie.
Jackie, to be honest with you, I enjoy doing stuff like that. I mean, once there's talent, I'm the kind of person that will push it to the farthest level. Once you're talented and you're ready to go, I'm the person to call. We're going to be looking for some more old time, I wouldn't say old time artists, I would say yesteryear artists, and
Yes.
bring them back to the fort and make them see how the job is being done.
John,
You
yeah.
Right.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because Jackie, you did a remarkable job. All your songs are hit. I
All right.
enjoyed listening to them as a young man in the dance hall. You understand? And enough little girl me get, and they go on to
Oh, Lord, you're too
looking back
bad.
on anything, So we give thanks. So the last word is on you, Jackie. What do you want to say?
I just want to give thanks to the Almighty, for carrying me through. And as I say, me's a girl, my born and grow in the garrison. So me learn how to swim with the shark and run with the wolf. You see me? So
Yes,
Yeah.
anywhere
sir.
I
Yes,
go,
sir.
me carry that with me. That you understand me I say? So anywhere I go, me will survive. You see me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All
me
right.
so
Well,
I'm want to say big up to all of my fans them. Yeah. Respect to everybody who tune in. Highly appreciate it.
well,
Yeah.
we
Yes,
have
sir.
to do this again. As the first big tune come out, we have to what you call it, premiere it on this channel, the
Yes,
first
sir.
Jackie statement of 2021. I'll
Yes,
let you
sir.
platform. Thank you all for watching. It's been a wonderful evening. We had a little hitch and glitch here. Thank you, Sean. He did stop by at least. He did. You wasn't a no show. Neither Marlon Brandish from Reggae and Dancehall
Dance all
Vault.
about.
If you
Yeah.
get a chance to see what you look like, you can go live now, man. You have one of them voices that make things work, and people enjoy listening to your videos. Keep it up. Shaz,
Maybe Big Stone, maybe Reggae Vault is the next one we should put in the hot seat since he missed this today.
and like I say, Shaz, you are, your own page, your own channel. Get with it and start doing some work. I think you're an excellent host. a little dusty around the rim here or there, but you're doing a remarkable job. I commend you. Is this not? I've been doing this for over 25 years, so I'm like, if you wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning, Big Stone is always there. But you did a remarkable job this evening, and I want to thank you for being my co-host. All right, I love you all.
Thank you.
Make it stay good, walk good, and then we tell everybody, oh dear.